Hi, my name is Judi Farr, and hopefully all of you can see me this evening. I have been with Kannaway for about 2 years now, and I'm really excited to share the information on Kannaway with you tonight. Excuse me. The Kannaway is a hemp lifestyle business, and I really didn't know 2 years ago what I was going to encounter with this company. I'm very happy to say that after Valerie Aloisio introduced me to the company, I decided that I would go ahead and get started as distributor and also a customer. I definitely use all of the products each and every day, and I encourage you to go ahead and do that also once you've got a little bit more information. If you're like me, then you really didn't know the difference between hemp and marijuana. And Kannaway doesn't deal with marijuana. We basically deal with the hemp industry. So let's go ahead and get started and give you some information. Okay, here we go. So here's our first slide, hemp versus marijuana. I don't know if you've ever seen marijuana in a field or hemp in a field, but you definitely would know the difference if you did. If you ran across hemp, it's tall and lengthy. It's 10 to 20 feet tall. So it's really all stalk. And that's great because that's where the CBD comes from. It has a high concentration of CBD and a very low concentration of THC. So it's all about being healthy and not high because THC is the psychoactive part of the plant. If you come across marijuana, it's short and bushy, has lots of leaves, grows about waist high. Has a high concentration of THC, and it's grown for the psychoactive effect. Hemp has been used for centuries around the world for textiles and fiber, and also for ingestion and for medicines in some cases. The hemp seeds are called from the cannabis sativa plant, and excuse me, also marijuana is cannabis sativa, or it can be. So what we're going to talk about tonight are cannabinoids. And I had no idea what a cannabinoid was. Hemp has cannabinoids, THC, CBD. There are actually over 400 chemical compounds in cannabis, and 80 or 100 of them are known cannabinoids. If you think about it, there are other phytocannabinoids out there, and as the screen says, cannabinoids and common compounds can be found in a handful of plants. So we've all had echinacea before. You've said, if you got a sniffly nose, take echinacea, you'll feel better. Flax, that's a common food nutrient. Common tea, kava, hops. Tea and kava, if you drink those, then you feel calm and relaxed. Part of that is the cannabinoids that are in there. And we'll talk about that a little bit more in a few minutes. The history of hemp is really where I was dumbfounded. I had no idea, number one, if hemp and marijuana were related. And also, I didn't realize the history of hemp and that it went back to the 1600s. The War of 1812 was fought over hemp. All of our founding fathers were hemp growers. In fact, we used to pay taxes with the hemp to Europe, or to England. So it's been a staple crop of the 1800s. And in 1937, they decided, unfortunately, man in the United States decided that through greed and through politics, that they were going to put a high tax on hemp. If you look at our dollar bill from way back then, you can actually see where there are men sowing hemp, or actually harvesting hemp in the fields on the back of the dollar bill. So if you have one of those silver certificates handy, then go back and look, because it's very interesting that it's there on the bill. So we ended up in 1937 taking cannabis and hemp out of our food chain, because if you think about it, we grew the hemp. Then we cut the hemp down. They'd use it for rope. They'd use it for all sorts of different things. Medicines, 90% of the medicine was derived from hemp. And then what happened is the cattle and the sheep and the chickens and all of the animals would eat and scratch around in the dirt until the next harvest. and they would get cannabis and hemp cannabinoids into their system, and we would end up with it in ours. So our systems and our bodies were being fed these cannabinoids on a daily basis. Cannabis research, Dr. Raphael Mechoulam, back in 1964 in Israel, started doing some research, and he was looking for THC. He wanted to isolate THC from the cannabis plant. And when he did, he discovered the endogenous cannabinoid system, or endogenous cannabinoid system. I usually call it the endocannabinoid system. So when I see that endogenous and endogenous, I get all mixed up. But anyway, endocannabinoid system is basically what you want to remember. And it's actually been funded by the United States for over 50 years in Israel. These are new slides, so you'll have to bear with me. The endogenous cannabinoid system is actually the largest self-regulatory system. And Dr. Mechoulam discovered that. And as he did more and more research, he realized what it actually did. So if you envision that system in your body, and it balances your mood, your sleep, your appetite, your hormone production, it influences homeostasis and the harmony of all the bodily functions. So all of our other systems are actually regulated by the endocannabinoid system. If you look at the pictures, CB1 receptors are found throughout the brain and our central nervous system. And CB2 receptors regulate and maintain our immune system. Now, how many of us have immune problems these days? Quite a few of us. It's calibrated by our plant-based hemp products. And we've actually discovered that because we aren't getting cannabis and cannabinoids on a daily basis in our diet, we actually have a deficiency called ECS that is our body's balance. Discovery of the endocannabinoid system is the single most important medical scientific discovery ever. Dr. David Allen is the person that was quoted from, and he's actually a retired cardiac surgeon. And Dr. Allen has done a lot of research on this system, and he feels that it's actually going to save more lives knowing about this system and taking care of it than sterile surgical instruments will. So that's pretty amazing if you think about it. The US government knew about it a long time ago. In fact, we hold a patent. It's called the 507 patent. So if you want to Google 507 patent, then you don't have to remember that big, big, long number. But it's actually, they have a patent that cannabinoids can be used as antioxidants and neuroprotectants. And they're useful in the treatment of a wide range of oxidative related conditions, such as age-related inflammatory autoimmune diseases, in the treatment of neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, CTE, which is traumatic brain injuries. So we have a lot of things that this can do, and it's substantiated by science and by reports. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of reports out there that you can Google, and you can see for yourself and do your own research what is being found these days. Non-psychoactive cannabinoids such as cannabidiol, which is CBD, that's what we specialize in, are particularly advantageous to avoid toxicity-related issues because of the psychoactive cannabinoids that have a detrimental effect on you. So Kannaway, who is Kannaway? Medical Marijuana Inc. is our mother company. MJNA is the stock ticker symbol for it, and it is on the New York Stock Exchange. It is a penny stock right now, so if you like investing, then that might be one that you want to take advantage of. I know I have. Axum Biotechnologies is another research and development company that's a sister of Kannaway's, and they do a lot of research and development as well as Canna Life Sciences, and Axum stock symbol is AXIM. Hemp Meds is one of our pharmaceutical distributing companies. They actually export to different countries. Dixie Botanicals, and then Echo Foundation is a sister company where when people that are not able to afford our products, we actually help them get them at a reduced or for no fee at all. So Kannaway is actually the direct selling arm for this product. Kannaway is a company of firsts. So we were the first to create a mainstream natural botanical CBD brand. First to launch a respected cannabinoid supplement and pharmaceutical line. First to develop strict quality standards through rigorous triple lab testing. Now, what does that mean, triple lab testing? It's not 3 tests in a row. It's we grow our hemp over in Europe, and before it's imported into the United States, after the extraction from the plant, it actually is tested to see what cannabinoids and what levels are there, and to ensure that we're under the government requirements of 0.3% THC in our product. It then comes to the United States, it's tested again, then it's tested after manufacture. So we actually say that we are tested and compliant with government standards from seed to shelf. We have lot numbers on all of our bottles. You can actually know what, if you're interested, where it came from, what day, when it was harvested, all of that information. We're the first direct sales company to offer hemp products. There are lots of other companies out there now that are selling CBD. The biggest difference is, do they triple lab test, where is it from, and what levels are in there? Because if you don't have the testing and the controls that we have, then you can't guarantee what's in your medicine and what's in your product. First company to use hemp to combat aging, skin problems, and low vitality. Kannaway is family oriented. So we're built on these 4 pillars. Now, family oriented was important to my husband and I because we're both in our 60s and 70s. And so we wanted a company where we not only felt a part of the company, but also they realized that our lives, our things came first. I'm not working for anybody. I'm actually working with someone. So they're giving me a base in which to form an additional income for my retirement years, as well as to supplement our health along the way so that we have more of those retirement years. It's a sustainable crop, meaning that hemp is biodegradable. There's all sorts of things that we do with it. We harvest the CBD oil from the stalks, and then those stalks are actually sent to make hempcrete concrete. So there's that plant, and every bit of the plant can be used up, and it's carbon neutral. Driven by science, as I said, we do a lot of testing, we do a lot of accuracy to ensure that our products are the same from bottle to bottle and batch to batch. And it's natural and botanical. So we're not adding anything that is not botanical, that is not natural. We aren't adding any alcohol products or anything else to stretch the ingredients. We've been written up in all of these magazines, Yahoo Finance, Fortune, USAtoday.com. So there's lots of information out there on Kannaway and the industry in the whole. To supplement our largest self-regulatory system within the human body, you need to take phytocannabinoids daily. Now, our bodies actually generate cannabinoids, but as we age, as we have stresses, as we have toxins enter our body, that slows down. So by supplementing with phytocannabinoids, you're actually getting the daily requirement of what you need to keep your body in homeostasis, where your body can help itself. We have a large number of products. So this is our family of products, and I personally have tried every single one of them. When we introduce a new product, I make sure that I get it, I try it, so I can tell people about it. And I don't use all of these, obviously, every day, because that would be way, way too much. I have my favorites, and as we go through, I'll let you know which ones they are. We use ISO accredited testing labs, meaning that we have standardized processes. Again, the triple lab testing, we're 100% natural and organic. We have no herbicides, no pesticides, no GMO, and we're federally legal. Because of that documentation from seed to shelf, that's one of the things that they want to know. They want to make sure that we're doing. So we are federally legal. The Obama Farm Bill in 2014 allowed hemp to be used as a food supplement, and that's where we are today. Now, a Revive family of products, this is the first product that I actually tried 2 years ago, and it still remains today my favorite. Maybe it's because it was the first one that I tried, but I like it because it tastes good. We have an AM and a PM and an optimal rejuvenation. The optimal rejuvenation actually is the one that I take on a daily basis. And it's not only CBD, but it also is combined with a bunch of other herbs that boost energy levels, vitality, mental clarity. The PM I take at night. I squirt 9 squirts into my mouth, and I sleep like a baby. It's not 3 or 4 minutes before I'm asleep after my head hits the pillow. So that's really, really great. And I love the AM or the Optimal, which we call Revive Pro, in the morning, because it gets me going, it gets me energized. We have premium hemp oil, and the premium hemp oil is our strongest product. It's the closest to the plant itself. So it has all of the high concentration of cannabinoids, as well as the plant waxes and the terpenes and all of the other things. It's a full spectrum, meaning it's the whole plant. It's not just an isolate. A lot of the products out there today are isolates. So it's just CBD, or it's just one of those other ones, and then it's added to other things, and it's could be a little bit less expensive, but you're not getting the full spectrum. And it's that full spectrum that works synergistically with itself that you want to have. So it balances your body systems, promotes quality sleep, and it's a high concentration of cannabinoids. The capsules that are there in the middle are 25 milligrams. We have a premium hemp oil on the top, which is green, and that's a combination of raw as well as decarboxylated hemp oil. And then the premium, and that's 50 milligrams, and then the gold is 120 milligrams. We have a Kannaway Pure Gold CBD, which is in a medium chain triglyceride, or an MCT oil, for easy pouring, which you can give to your whole family. And that has little to none, no THC in it. And so it's safe for everyone. It's a great source of CBD, vitamins, minerals, fatty acids, fiber, and protein. So it's a great product. And as more and more people get to have this, I think that may become one of our best-selling products. We have a pure CBD line. Now, this one's important because there are a lot of people out there that would love to be able to take CBD, but they're worried about drug testing because of that little bit of THC that's in there. This was formulated for a family that needed no THC in Mexico, and we enjoy it here in the United States as well as around the world. And it meets the world anti-doping regulations. So it's pure CBD oil, and it's 100% CBD, THC free. Essential oils are made with terpenes and our Bebong herbal blends. And the Bebong is just a word that means secret formula. So it comes from our master herbologist, Janelle Kim, and it's a combination of herbs that have been in her family for thousands of years. And she is passing it on to Kannaway in some of our product lines. So it's really kind of neat that we're being able to use all of these products. And I love to have the tranquility as well as the immunity oils in a diffuser at night next to my bed, especially if I'm not feeling well. Energy keeps me going during the day, and I actually will put the tranquility oil on my wrists or my temples at night. And I'm one of those people that sleep like this. So every night when I'm sleeping like this, I'm smelling that beautiful oil. So it's a wonderful thing. And that's, as I use them more and more and more, I know more and more about them. Hemp vape, I've never smoked. So when I looked at this product, I looked at it even as a customer and said, I'm never going to use that. I don't smoke. I haven't ever wanted to smoke. But the more I investigated it, this now is actually one of my favorite products because it's 100 milligrams of CBD in MCT oil and the natural terpenes from the plant. So it has a natural flavor. There's no artificial flavorings. There's nothing in there except the goodness of the plant. And when you vape, you're inhaling it, and the goodness is going through your lungs and into your system very, very quickly. How long does it last? It all depends on how much you do. If you do it every night or during the day, then it's going to last a little bit shorter. I hate to reference it like cigarettes, but People used to say, how long does a pack of cigarettes last? All depends on how many coffee breaks I take. So the hemp vape is one of my favorites. We do not sell the battery pens, but you can get those very, very easily locally. Kannaway Energy Chews. There are 30 in a little jar, and they're actually included in one of our value packs right now. I love these. It's 100 milligrams of caffeine, so instead of going for that second or third or fourth cup of coffee in the morning or in the afternoon to kind of pick me up, I go ahead and reach for the Energy Chews. It tastes like a little Tootsie Roll, and it has 5 milligrams of CBD, non-GMO, vegan, organic, natural, and a good source of B vitamins as well. So it's a low-calorie energy chew that keeps me going. Some days I have 2 or 3, some days I only have 1. It all depends on how I'm feeling and what I'm doing. Kannaway Super Greens. Again, I had never tried a superfood before, and ours has 40 different superfoods. You hear all the commercials about super beets and kale and doing all sorts of other things with them and putting them in a blender. And we've got one little scoop. You put it in, you have 40 superfoods, and you feel amazing throughout the day. So it works on, it's got a super green blend, has fiber in it, probiotic digestive blend, antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and it's also non-GMO. Kannaway Salve is one of the products that I tried when I first got introduced to the company, and it's truly amazing. It's a salve that you put on externally, so you put it on your skin, and it doesn't matter what you're looking at that needs to have some help. It's a great non-greasy, slightly scented herbal formula that's perfect for rough or dry skin. Not that I have rough skin at 65, but it's not like it was when I was 20. So it's a wonderful product, and it works on virtually anything. So if you have skin problems that you'd like to have taken care of, go ahead and try it. I think you'd be surprised at how it helps. Our skincare line I use every day, and we have no harsh chemicals in it. It nourishes, refines the skin, cleanses and detoxes, and also it's paraben and sulfate free, so it's wonderful for your skin. Our body, the biggest organ in our body is our skin. So why not, when you're cleansing, when you're exfoliating, when you're moisturizing, use something that's CBD infused so that you're actually adding the goodness of the plant right through your skin. And then this fall, we came in with Hempies. Hempies is a 30-year-old company that's been manufacturing hemp clothing. We've partnered with them. We have caps, we have beanies, we have wallets, and they're all hemp-based products. It's a great line to have. So as you're seeing, Kannaway is not necessarily just about CBD. We are a hemp lifestyle company, and we have lots of products. So we're at the right place at the right time. You can't open a newspaper, you can't listen to the radio, you can't listen to TV without somebody mentioning something about cannabis right now. There are over 2,300 studies that tout medical cannabis for people facing chronic diseases. It's becoming mainstream. In fact, here in New Hampshire, they just had a vote in the House to legalize it recreationally for marijuana. And it's about being healthy, not high. That's why I like the CBD side as opposed to the THC side. And we have research backed by enormous amounts of information. That creates an opportunity. Legal cannabis is the fastest growing industry in the United States. And I can quote all of these stats and things for you, but you can read them on the screen just as easily as I can. What I do know is that with Kannaway, in November of 2017, our sales for that 1 month equaled all of our sales for the entire year of 2016. We are experiencing exponential growth, and it falls right in line with the last statement, which is within the next 5 years, this industry is expected to out-earn the US film industry, the organic foods industry, and more than triple the revenues of the NFL. As I said, that creates opportunity. So direct sales or network marketing is a huge industry globally as well as here in the US, and millions of people are buying products every single day that come through this. It's word of mouth. It's friend telling friend. It's neighbor telling neighbor. It's you reading something on Facebook that a friend posted that they tried something and you try it and you like it. And that's actually the best way to get goods moved here in the U.S. In 2015, 77% of people involved in the direct sales industry were women. That's pretty good. The other thing you need to remember is that in every household, 95% of the households, the women make the health decisions. So I think that's why there are so many successful women in Kannaway, and the men that are in Kannaway love that we're that successful. It's been said that if you can join a company that has 500,000 distributors or less, it's a cutting edge opportunity. Timing is everything. 100,000 distributors or less, and it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. The great thing about Kannaway is at this point in time, we have less than 20,000 active distributors throughout the world. That's amazing. So you can get involved with our company as a customer, you can get involved with our company as a distributor, and know that you're experiencing truly a once in a lifetime product that very, very few people know about at this point in time. That leaves a lot of room for expansion. We have a great compensation plan. There are 9 different ways that you can get paid with our company. Retail sales, obviously. We have a check match, residual income, which is one of the things that I love about network marketing industry. And we also have a stock incentive program. Let me tell you a little bit about the minimum income guarantee program. So that means that when you get to a certain level, starting with the executive director level in our company, then Kannaway says, okay, you've built 2 groups or 3 groups to a certain level, and when you reach those levels, we guarantee that you're going to earn $500 a month. When you get to be area director, it's $2,500 a month. I'm a regional director, so every month on the 15th, I get a check for $5,000 and or monies that add up to $5,000. So the minimum that I can earn is $5,000. That allowed me to be able to retire from my full-time income opportunity as a real estate agent. And so you basically, when you're looking at this, you figure, okay, what do I need month to month to month to retire to be able to look at this more on a full-time basis? Because most people look at this in the beginning as a part-time basis or a customer. So where do I need to put my energies? We have a compensation plan that also allows stock incentive. I haven't reached the national director elite rank yet, but I'm looking forward to it because when I do, I'm going to have 100,000 shares of Medical Marijuana Inc. And I'm not able to buy at this point in time 100,000 shares, but being able to be given 100,000 shares is definitely something that I'm interested in. We have a cause, Echo Connection. This is really the heart of the company. And we are helping children all around the world with serious diseases. Echo is an independent, nonprofit charitable organization where we take sick children and families and we help them with the healing properties of cannabinoids and cannabidiol, and also financial aid services. So when I met Sadie Higuera, that brought it from here to here for me. And I know that every dollar that I get from Kannaway, every dollar that I have, every person that I introduce to Kannaway helps one of those children. Because if I'm making money, I make donations, and more people know about the Echo Foundation and decide to contribute on their own, which is an awesome thing. So how do I get started? We have a couple of different value packs, and they're actually really, really great product lines. As I mentioned, the Energy Chews are part of the starter value pack, and the first two, the $200 range value packs, is a great place for a customer to get started. After that, if you decided you're going to have a business, then you might want to have more products. When I came into the business, I bought the largest package possible, not because I wanted to consume it personally, but because I wanted to try it. I wanted to be able to say, hey, Bill, I know what this tastes like. I know what this felt like. I know what this does. And if I don't have them, I can't show them. It's like opening a shop without anything in there to sell. So we don't require, like a lot of companies do, that you purchase a certain amount. We make suggestions, and then you decide, Do I want to be a customer first? Do I want to try the products? Then do I want to think about telling friends and family and being paid for it? So it's perfectly logical that people start as customers and end up being distributors. And I've had quite a few of my best people in the business start that way. So we say Kannaway is great for every day and everyone, because you can take it from the cradle all the way up to the grave. And it's for everyone. We have something for everyone. You can be a customer, you can be a distributor, you can do things the way that you want to do in the time frame that you want to do. You want to do it part-time sometime, you want to really climb on board and get going and replace your current income. You can do whatever you'd like to do. So we've reached the end of our presentation this evening. I would like to thank you for being here, and I would love to be able to to go ahead and invite you to call the person that introduced you to this, asked you to be on the seminar this evening, and get with them, get your questions answered so you can decide what you'd like to do in regard to Kannaway. And thank you so much for being on this evening. I hope you have a great day.